Good morning, Xperia. How, yeah, how are you guys doing? It is my honor and privilege to be here in front of you. And thanks, Jimmy, Lian, and all the head office team for organizing such a great program. So, as Jimmy says, I came here Canada in 2008 for better opportunity, and I ended up working in warehouse, and I was making around $55,000. My manager used to make, like 60, 63, and all the top boss used to make 70. So my vision, the top level, I used to think that one day I became a manager and make a 70,000. Unless, look at my topic, referrals. Somebody think about me. Somebody thought about me, and somebody referred to someone to my names, and that names come in their mind, and they introduced me in the financial industry. Now my vision changed from 70,000 to 7 million. I made a plan that in 2025 I'm going to make a million. So guys, today let's talk about the little bit on the referral now. So let's see, what is the referral? It's just referring others for some the services or some products. So let's see some examples, like who do the referrals. So what about the doctors, like accountants? Everyone does referrals. Who does not do the referrals, right? So let me ask you the question: who does not do the referrals? The next thing is, let's see some examples. So let's see some examples. Like there is a survey done by Dale Carnegie, and he says that 91% will give referral if we ask. Look at here. The funny thing, only 11% of are asking for referrals. So guys, where do you want to see yourself? 91% or 11%? You see, we are not asking for the referral. If we ask, absolutely we get a referral, right? So then what do we follow for the same trend? So let's see here how it create, like what is the consequences not asking the referrals. So let's see, when you ask, we already know that there is only two answers, yes or no. We already know that, then there is no reason not to ask the referrals. We're going to lose, if don't ask, we're going to lose a whole lot of things. But if we ask, remember that stat, like 91% will give you the referral. And look at here, I'm here, Madhav Dulal, because of someone send referrals. Without referrals, I would not be here in this business. So let's see more that, but some people think that how we're going to ask, how we're going to get referrals, right? So there is so many ways. So let's say you close the business and you ask for the referrals. We can use the script. Like let's say, Alex, I know you guys can see that my typing that, hey Alex, whatever the information we share with you today and your family, is it useful to you? If yes, then hey, do you think that the information we share is beneficial for your friends and family? If say yes, I think so, then what are you gonna say is, hey, what is the best friend name? Then you're gonna ask the number, hey, number is start with 587 or 403, whatever is in your region, right? So what does that mean is, not asking costs you much, but asking the referral does not cost you anything. And you already know that what is the consequences. So another thing is a flat tire friend. Hey, what is your best friend name if you got a flat tire when you are driving? Let's say there is no AMA. Whom you gonna call, right? So that is the another way to ask to find the friends for the referral. So the another thing is, when to ask for referral. That's always a good question. But the thing is, anytime. Jimmy sometime when in training says that, hey, my cost is 5 referral for you if I did the good job to you. Would you like to share this information to your friends and family? So anytime, I normally ask the referral sometime at the starting, sometime in the middle, sometime after closing the business. So what is the right time? Is any time is the right time. So selling makes you living, But guys, remember, referral makes you life fortune. So there are some books to read on the referral. So that's 101 top tips for the referral. And there's one book's the referral of the lifetime. So let me finish with my conversation. I know my time is running out. Guys, I qualified for top 10 ED on the insurance premium. Who wanna override me? Anyone out of Baljeet? I know Baljeet love it. But look at here. There is so many Madhavs, hundreds and thousands Madhav waiting for opportunity to get their name picked by some of us. But we are not using the referral. Let's use that one. The guy who introduced me in this industry, I heartily salute because he changed my life totally. We are here to change our other people's life, thousands of millions of Canadian and Americans. So use the referral, guys. So many Madhav are there. We are only a step away for that one. So let's use the referral. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, all of you. And thank you, Exprayer. God bless you. Good night. Good evening.